Want to know the best places to sell your handmade crochet items? Hi, I'm James DeLong, the founder of Savvy Kingdom and the Crochet Masterclass video series. And in today's video, I'm going to give you some of the best places that you should start and also the pros and cons. So there are plenty of different places where you can actually sell your items, your crochet and handmade items. Now, the thing is, what I'm going to do is give you a list here. Now, there's no specific order that I'm going to list them out in. I just want to tell you, these are the ones that I want you to start thinking of if you haven't already done so. So the first one we're going to talk about is your own website. Do you have your online store? Do you have a www, your brand name or whatever your store is? That's the first one. The next one we're going to talk about is being on Facebook. So Facebook has multiple different ways you can sell on there, and don't sell on your personal profile page. That's against the rules. So you can have your own business page if you have one. That's a great place to start. The next one would be like on the marketplace. You can also sell from a group. So speaking of groups, I actually run a Facebook group myself, and we do what's called a Sell Yourself Saturday post. And on that post, we allow our members to post the links to their websites or to whatever it is that they're selling, their Instagram page or whatever. So we allow them to link that way. So just make sure if you're part of a group that allows that, be sure to take a look at their rules and see, if they allow posting of this. Because other than that, we don't allow spamming in our group and people to promote themselves except for that specific thread. The next one we're going to talk about is Etsy. So Etsy's a fantastic place. I'm sure you've already heard of it, and I'm sure you probably thought about that as well. So Etsy's another good place. And then we're going to talk about Ravelry. So Ravelry is another spot. So if you've never heard of that before, Ravelry is a great source to sell your items as well. And then we have two more that I want to recommend. Again, well, we'll go through and we'll talk about the pros and cons here in just a second. And I actually, if you stay to the very end, I actually have a bonus for you that's going to give you a little bit more an action step to take so you can know which is the best option for you. So we have Amazon Handmade, which is kind of somewhat fairly new to some people. I've been around for a little bit on the Amazon platform, so I'm familiar with it. And they got a really cool space there where it's called the Amazon Handmade for crafters and artisans. So if you're brand new and then you want to start with on Amazon, that's something really cool because it's not a saturated place. It's still something fairly new to most artisans. I think their fee's like 15%, so there is a little heavy fee, but the fact is that they're going to help you out with a lot of their promotion and stuff. Again, I'm not going to give you the pros and cons of it just yet. I just want to go over the next two. So the next one is going to be craft fairs. So are there any local craft fairs or events that you can go to or host your own? And I know sometimes people actually do their own yard sales and they sell certain items, but craft fair is something local. No, based on our time right now, it's kind of difficult to go to these events. So being online is probably where you want to start off with, but as far as a fair, probably one of the easier ones you can do because you can actually just go to, set up your own booth, whatever. There is some work involved. Trust me, there's a lot of work involved, but, depending on what you want to do, how you want to scale. And the thing is, what we're doing right now, when I'm going to give you these, items or these places where you can sell your crochet items, you also have to think about your business model. Now, how far do you want to scale up? How much money do you want to make? This is going to be the biggest decision of the places that you're going to sell on. So the last one is going to be word of mouth by your friends and family. So your friends and family will definitely help you out. If they have something you like, they can start wearing it, and other people can ask them, they can, recommend it. So the ones I can tell you right now, you got your own webpage, you got Etsy, you got Facebook, Ravelry, Amazon Handmade, craft fairs, local events, and word of mouth. And there's plenty more, but those are the main ones that I want you to concentrate on for right now. Based on the information I've just given you, which one are you currently on, or which one do you want to spend your most energy on? Let me know in the comments below. Is it going to be on Facebook? Is it going to be on Etsy? Or maybe you're going to try Amazon Handmade? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to see where you go with this. And now we're at the action step. This is the bonus part that I wanted to tell you about. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this right now. Is actually, I got my little pen and paper here. This is something I want you to think of. So if you don't already have a web page yet, right now is the perfect time to start thinking about what I'm going to teach you here. So I want you to go grab a piece of paper, what I have right here, and just write down the www, write the name of the sites that you like. And then I want you to do like the pros, the pros and cons of each of them. So go to a website that you normally look at your crochet stuff from. And then on that page, write down the pros of what you liked about it. Did you like the colors? Did you like the fonts? Did you like the layout? Did you like the stuff that they talk about? Is it a blog first or is it a shop only? What did you like about that page? And now, once you write all those down, I want you to go ahead and do the con side of it. And I tell you, do this for like 4 or 5 pages of the sites that you visit, because if you like their site and you see value of it, you're there for a reason, because you kind of, you want to make yours similar but better. Meaning like you're going to take a combination of all these 3 or 4 sites you found and make your site better. So this is something I would tell people, if you just, even if you don't have a web page yet, this is something really good, because you're going to start thinking of, so when it's time for you to build your website, you're going to say, well, I like this, I want to have this. Oh, this person didn't have this, I want to add it to mine. Now, when I say about the cons might be this, and I'm really big on this because I know people talk about how to monetize and make money from their websites. The majority of them will tell you put ads on your page. Now, let me ask you now, how many of these websites, crochet pages have you gone to, that after you scroll through the first 2 sentences, there's an ad, scroll through, there's another ad, scroll through, there's another ad? That's fine, because that's how they're making their money and that's what they want to do. But think about it as you being the customer. How did you feel about that? Is that something that you like, okay, I really like that? Because what some of these makers are doing, which I totally understand, is they're going to give you an option to either get the ad-free version of the PDF, so you can download it, or they'll give you the free version, but you have to just look at their ads, which is 100% fine, because that's how they're making their money. That's how you're supporting them by doing that. But again, think about the experience. Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy seeing that you had to scroll through all this stuff? I don't like that. I hate the fact that, like, sometimes I'm reading articles and stuff, and it's like they give you an article and it's like page 1 of 40. I mean, that happens to me all the time. I'll look at something that's like, here's today's news about, something that happened with this celebrity or whatever it is. And you click on it and it's going to say, click next to finish the sentence or whatever the paragraph. Click next. So I've gone through that many times. So today's action step, I want you to go ahead and go to like at least 4 different sites, do the pros and cons of them, and then just go ahead and put all the best that you liked and put all the bad stuff you didn't like. So when it's time for you to build your site, you'll know exactly what you want to add and what you don't want to have on your site. So that's what I want to leave you with. And the next thing I want to tell you is, if you found that you actually got a lot of value out of this, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, because it's going to help me out big time. And if you want to learn more about, we talked about growing and some more training, go ahead and be sure to check out my Royal Seller Masterclass, and I'll see you in the next video.